referral material, okay? All right. All right, here we go. Number one.
I have a question.
Reagent and reactant are the same thing. A reagent is a reactant. If you see any more vocabulary terms that are confusing, make sure you get them straightened out right now. Aubrey, Josh, get up. All right. Think about your roadmap to success, that information sheet that you filled out the other day with your goals. All right. Whether you're trying to make an A, a B, or pass the class. You need to think about what your goals are. Today's the day before the test. Everyone knows we've got a test tomorrow. And when we come back from spring break, we will have 7 weeks of school. That's not a long time, but it's enough time for you to get your grade in gear. Okay? So, that's good. We got 7 more weeks of chemistry. Hard work, but it's gonna be worth it. And what happens if you don't do that hard work and you don't pass the class? What are you going to do? Spend another semester taking chemistry. All right? So, think about whether or not you want to do that or not, and you put your mind to it and decide whether you want to focus and get it in gear or whether you'd like to just take the class again. Yes, Austin B? Let's work on this. Number one, stoichiometry. This is true, false. We're going to decide if these statements are true or false. Number one, stoichiometry is the study of the relationship between the amounts of reactants used and the amount of products made in a chemical reaction.
True.
True. All right. Number two, the excess reagent, remember we said the word reagent is the same as reactant, refers to the additional amount of reactant in a chemical reaction that must be added in order for the reaction to proceed.
Absolutely false. We don't have to have it false. It doesn't need to be added.
Let's focus. That's ridiculous and false. All right. Now, how about this? That is left over after the reaction is complete. All right. Number three. The limiting reagent or reactant limits the amount of product formed in a chemical reaction.
True.
Of course, true. That's the definition. Jay, Maggie, put your elbow back on your own table.
I need one of those. Why are you looking at me?
Why are you asking for that? We're on number 4 right now.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Why didn't you ask that when we were before number 1?
Because I didn't know that you
Go get one from Austin B. Number 4, the percent yield is the maximum amount of product that can be produced from a given amount of reactant. What is the maximum amount of product?
That is the
That's the calculated amount. What do we call the calculated or the stoichiometric? Theoretical. Very good. So that was false, but if we change this to the word theoretical yield, change the word percent to theoretical, that makes it true. You know what? I need to give you this. We were talking yesterday, Miss Tomlinson and I, about how best to study for a test. And you know what? I'm not showing you the right way right now. I have these answers for you. Why is it better for you to have the answers written separately than right here on your
That
answer?
way you're not sitting
You
in
can
the
check
corner
yourself.
to do it.
What's a good way for you to study for this test? You've got a practice test right in front of you. What's the best
Take
thing
it,
for you
take
to
it,
do?
how good you did.
Should you go home and read your notes, or read your notes and take a practice test?
You know, and you know,
Yes.
practice test.
Wouldn't it be good to take
Your
this
wrong answer.
test tonight on your own without looking at the answers? Yes, you're welcome. Right, Joshua? What? Yes, it's a good way to study. Right. It's a good way to study.